about a story that draws people's attention in so quickly and so effectively? What is so captivating to people about hearing a story that conveys information that is fascinating? As a former English teacher, I knew that the one thing I could do to get the attention of my students more effectively, more quickly than anything else was to break into a story. Could be a story about myself, could be a story about literature. One such story that we studied together was the novel The Great Gatsby. This, set in the 1920s, had it all. Passion, love, lust, betrayal, you name it. This novel had components of all of this. It was one of my deepest desires that my students would be able to walk away from a unit of literature being able to apply vicariously the lessons that they had learned through a story. And it's not that different for us here today. We tend to learn a lot through stories. And the topic of Gatsby 45, which known may not have all the good ingredients of a world-class novel, nevertheless offers the aspiring CBO information that can help him or her with his or her career. So it is my privilege to share with you the story of Gatsby 45. Governmental Accounting Standards Board. It's a long version of the word Gatsby. Independent organization. They set the standards for accounting and reporting of financial information. This organization was formed in 1984. It is now recognized as one of the official sources for governmental accepted accounting principles. Gatsby number 45 is a statement that Gatsby has released. If you would all read that in the quotes with me. Accounting and financial reporting, I don't hear you. Accounting and financial reporting by employers for post-employment benefits other than pensions. That's a mouthful. So for shorts, we'll call that Gatsby 45. It requires public agencies to report their costs and obligations pertaining to health and welfare benefits for both current and future retired employees. Requires health and welfare benefits to be booked on an accrual basis. Prior to Gatsby 45, most governmental agencies did this as a pay-as-you-go. You didn't have to disclose all the money that was being invested into the retirement funds. It's one of the major things that Gatsby 45 changed. Results in useful information for users of financial reports. If you're going for a bond, looking for credit rating, a good report is going to be beneficial to you. And Gatsby 45 actuarial can be a benefit to the school district. Helps district officials demonstrate to their constituents accountability and good stewardship of taxpayer dollars. Just today, in the large session, we heard several times how important it is for us to be transparent when dealing with school finances. As we know, money handled accountably creates trust. And that's one of the benefits of Gatsby 45. My field project. It's my goal to compare the Gatsby 45 valuations for 3 different school districts. One, the Whittier Union High School District, of which I'm an employee, Whittier City School District, and the East Whittier School District. I currently have possession of the valuation for the Whittier Union High School District. I have to obtain for the other 2. Describe how these districts have implemented Gatsby 45.
1 minute.
Describe the process that actuaries use to identify all the OPEBs for school districts. And finally, we'll attempt to develop a user-friendly guide to help navigate the troublesome waters that many CBOs have found when dealing with Gatsby 45 implementation. The story of Gatsby 45 may not be nearly as intense and exciting, as passionate as a novel such as The Great Gatsby, but to the aspiring CBO, it has lessons to learn. Thank you for your time. Any questions I can answer at this point?
Okay, we're not going to do questions because we simply don't have time, but that's not a